What a crazy ass day in the crypto market today. We saw Bitcoin and the whole entire crypto market basically implode in minutes, and the crash is bouncing back now. So, what's going on? Let's talk about why the crypto market is crashing in this video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and follow me on X as well if you're watching over there. I was posting a little bit over there on X about the crash, and I said, one of the things that I said was, this is times when you weed out the strong from the weak, right? People who are obviously here to stay and are here to make money are going to be, adding to their bags if they caught this dip. But things move back up very, very quickly. I was actually busy. I shorted the market quite a bit on Blowfin, and I basically doubled my portfolio over there. And in a very, very short period of time, I was making quite a bit of money there. So I was a little bit busy doing that, and now I'm just kind of getting to YouTube to kind of let you guys know what is going on, what we can expect from here. And sometimes these crashes are kind of the sign of the times, right? You will see these big flash crashes. I mean, yes, it is a macro related, and I'm going to tell you why. Obviously, you can see the title of this video. But a lot of times these precede huge runs in crypto, and it kind of transfers wealth, right? A ton of people probably lost out because they panic sold. The smart people obviously buying the dip, making trades and that sort of thing. It's a really tough situation. Some people just sat on their hands and did nothing, and those are also smart moves, because if you're not sure what's going to happen, sometimes just not doing anything is also a good move. It just really depends on obviously what happens. But escalating US and China trade tensions and tariff talks sent shockwaves through the entire market, through all the financial and global markets as well. Donald Trump had posted on Truth Social today that China has announced aggressive and unprecedented export controls on nearly all products, affecting all countries starting November 1st. In response, Trump said that US is going to impose 100% tariff on Chinese goods and enforce export controls on critical software from the same date. Now, Bitcoin price went down immediately, pretty much 10%, with many other cryptocurrencies down 20 to 40. I actually saw some that were down 60-ish percent. Some of the coins that I was looking at, it just absolutely imploded. I never, I like to say I never saw anything like it. However, one time it did happen in the last cycle, and I recall talking to my boss about it, and he was like, "Well, this is the time to buy, right?" And these historical events kind of come back into play and come back, and I'm like, that's the right thing for me to do at this point in time. So I did pick up a few things. So the Bitcoin price obviously was very unexpected, dropped down into about the 104,000 range, and absolutely crazy. But China has tightened export controls now. China's tightened export controls are now extended to foreign-made products that contain or were processed using China's rare earth, signaling a major escalation. This is a major escalation in the trade war. They're targeting defense, semiconductors, AI sectors, and this sparks concerns of a global supply chain shock. So, what are we expecting to happen here? Well, usually, well, what somebody had told me previously was that every cycle we have this massive sell-off. Something happens, the entire market kind of basically goes through this big implosion. I'm not talking about a pullback or a little bit of a crash or what have you, but I'm talking like, tens of whatever of percentage points going down. And this is really one of those big deals, these big events that happen, that's going to just basically transform and show who's the strongest coming out on top, in my opinion. So what are we going to see happen from here? I think that we are going to potentially, we're going to go back up. I mean, it's the crypto market. We're overreacting a little bit, in my opinion. However, I mean, I'm not saying that this China event is a non-event. I'm saying that the crypto market is very resilient, and we've seen it come back from announcements like this before, right? So Donald Trump signaling a step back on tariffs, and he started talking about the meeting with Xi has not been canceled, indicating the potential contact between the two leaders has not been completely ruled out. So I think it's putting the whatever before the horse. those kind of, you can put whatever metaphor you want out there, but I think, we're having a little bit of an overreaction to this news. Let's jump over and take a look at coin market cap right now. Bitcoin's sitting at 114K, coming back up very nicely. We can see the, the entire crypto market all pretty much look the same. Zcash right now is the only thing really in the green besides some stable coins. And we can see that, let's see here. Yeah, 46% down on some of these coins. And this is just in the top 100. So this is some of the biggest coins we're seeing, almost 50% down. It's absolutely insane. So if you're looking at getting some deals here, guys, now's the time. I know things are coming back up, but these are still hefty discounts in my opinion. But obviously don't take any of this as financial advice because I don't do that on this channel. I just give you guys information and let you guys make up your own choices. Obviously don't buy anything just because I'm talking about it. But take a look at H bar right now. Man, this thing dropped down into that 7 cents area. Yeah, 7.1 cents, coming back up, back up to 16. So the people who, bought up at some of these lows that are going to be sitting very, very pretty. You can take a look at XRP. XRP was ridiculous, down into the $1.25. I couldn't even like, I was flabbergasted. I couldn't even focus on what it was doing. I had like 4 trades going on at one time. It was just like XRPs, like at that point, I think it was $1.40, and I'm like clicking, I'm just, yeah, anyway, absolutely crazy. But the fun and excitement is almost over. So, obviously there's still some great discounts out there, guys. Don't be scared if as long as you're looking long term, right? Definitely a very, very big opportunity for, like I said, transfer of wealth. So, yeah, I just want to keep you guys updated what's going on. So there's more trade talks coming. Expect the market to be pretty volatile here. That doesn't give us any kind of a conclusion. We don't know exactly where Trump is sitting. We don't know exactly what talks are happening. We don't know if this was just a preemptive thing on his side, to tell us that things were happening just to kind of get China moving to come to the table and to talk. We honestly don't know what his game is here because I know Trump is a master at negotiating. I wanted to say manipulating there for a moment, but a little bit of both. And he knows what he's doing, and he knows how to get people to do things that he wants. So obviously, we'll be keeping close tabs on this, and hopefully, the market is going to stabilize from here because that's really all I want. I want a little bit of stability here. So at this time, this is what's going on. This is the news that we have. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments down below. Did you buy up anything? What did you get? Very interested in hearing your guys' opinions. I obviously ran right to, top 100 coins that I'm obviously trading in, picking up some, XRP, XLM, what else did I have there? I got some HBAR, Caspa was down big time as well. A number of different coins there, and yes, some FET as well. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks.